Adaptations are the characteristics that enable organisms to survive and thrive in their environments. These adaptations can be structural, behavioral, or functional, each playing a critical role in helping an organism meet the challenges posed by its surroundings. Structural adaptations refer to physical features of an organism, such as the shape of its body, the type of limbs it has, or the presence of certain features like fur or scales. For example, the long neck of a giraffe is a structural adaptation that allows it to reach leaves high up in trees, giving it access to a food source that other animals cannot easily reach. Similarly, the thick fur of a polar bear provides insulation against the cold temperatures of the Arctic, enabling it to maintain its body heat. Behavioral adaptations are actions or patterns of activity that organisms develop to survive. These behaviors can be instinctive or learned and are often responses to environmental stimuli. For instance, many bird species migrate to warmer climates during winter to find food and avoid harsh weather conditions. This migration is a behavioral adaptation that increases their chances of survival. Another example is the hunting strategy of pack animals like wolves, which work together to bring down prey larger than themselves, demonstrating a behavioral adaptation that increases their success in capturing food. Functional adaptations, also known as physiological adaptations, involve internal processes that allow an organism to perform certain functions that are crucial for survival. These adaptations can include how an organism's body processes food, how it reproduces, or how it manages internal temperatures. For instance, the ability of camels to conserve water by producing highly concentrated urine is a functional adaptation that allows them to survive in arid desert environments. Similarly, some fish species in cold environments produce antifreeze proteins in their blood to prevent ice crystals from forming, allowing them to survive in freezing waters. Microorganisms, despite their small size, exhibit a vast array of adaptations that allow them to survive in an extraordinary range of environments. Bacteria, for example, have evolved to thrive in environments as diverse as deep-sea hydrothermal vents, acidic hot springs, and the human gut. One of the reasons microorganisms have such a wide variety of adaptations is their ability to reproduce rapidly, which allows for quick genetic changes and the evolution of new traits. Some bacteria have developed resistance to antibiotics, a functional adaptation that allows them to survive exposure to drugs that would otherwise kill them. This resistance can occur through mutations or by acquiring resistance genes from other bacteria, enabling them to survive in environments where antibiotics are present. Some microorganisms have adapted to survive extreme conditions, known as extremophiles. These organisms can live in environments that are highly acidic, extremely hot, or intensely salty. For example, thermophilic bacteria thrive in the boiling waters of hot springs, while halophilic microorganisms live in environments with high salt concentrations, such as salt flats. These adaptations often involve specialized enzymes that function optimally under extreme conditions, allowing the microorganisms to carry out necessary biological processes in environments that would be inhospitable to most other forms of life. Another remarkable adaptation is the ability of certain microorganisms to form spores, which are highly resistant structures that can survive extreme heat, drying, radiation, and chemical damage. Spores allow these organisms to remain dormant during unfavorable conditions and then reactivate when the environment becomes more suitable for growth. This is a functional adaptation that ensures the survival of the microorganism through periods of stress or scarcity. In summary, adaptations are the traits that organisms develop over time to survive in their specific environments. These can be structural, such as physical features, behavioral, involving actions or responses to the environment, or functional, related to internal processes. Microorganisms, with their rapid reproduction and genetic variability, exhibit a vast range of adaptations that allow them to survive in extreme and diverse conditions, making them some of the most versatile and resilient forms of life on Earth.